Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special episode of the Commodity Insights podcast, looking at the cattle on feed report for March here. Currently, the numbers that came out were the on feed was at 101.3. They had that estimated at 100.9. The placements were at 109.7. They had that estimated at 106.4. And the marketings came out at 103.4. They had that estimated at 103.8. Looking at the market today, it looked like the both the cattle markets took a little bit of a dive. Those feeders were down $3 to $4 at the close. The fats were down about $1.50 at the close here. Overall, I guess, how should the trade react on Monday to this report, Vince, and what numbers stand out the most to you?
I think the trade's probably going to start weaker. How much they do will be a good question. They put a lot of that in, I believe, on Friday when we came in and we were fully well over $5 lower with about 20 to 30 minutes left. It looks like they hit stops when they were coming down mid-morning. They had a lot more of them late session, and you had some nice buying closing well over $1 off of those lows. But again, being a couple of percent more than the trade was guessing on placements, sure not friendly. As I think most of the trade notes in here, we did have one extra marketing day. I did not get a chance to look at 2023 to see how Saturdays and Sundays fell. If we maybe had two extra days to place things as we did, which could make a difference. But you got to believe one extra day is probably 1.5 to 2% of that. Now we just got to see what we absorb. But again, that Packer paying up on Thursday as he did, I think is a friendly sign that he needed cattle.
And going to you, Andrew, here, looking for more like a technical side of these markets, I guess, what should a guy be looking for on the charts, or what I guess stands out to you the most on that?
Yeah, looking at like a May feeder cattle contract here, if you draw a trend line off of some of your February lows and then so far the March low, we sat on top of that line quite a bit today until you got about 15, 20 minutes left in the trade, like Vince was talking about when you broke there, and you broke and closed below that. So at this point, I'm sure the conversation will revolve around, the 100-day average, the 200-day average, which one of those will come into play. Looking at my 200-day moving average, you're going to see that come in right around 251 even on the May contract. So could people try and sell this thing off $3 first thing Monday morning and try and find a little bit of support there? I don't think that would surprise anybody, just given some of these numbers that we had here. But I've already read a lot of articles online, especially on social media, just saying I bet they'll drop off a couple bucks in the morning and be right back to where they finished out the day by Monday afternoon. So the technical trade, it looks like it could support that, but we will see when we get there. And then as far as the live cattle market goes, I haven't dug a whole lot into those charts yet, but it looks like you're just pulling it up and getting a first impression on it. The 200-day average is most likely going to be an important number, coming in right around 180.75 on the June fats. So that again would be, is that 2.25 lower than we are right now?
And then before we wrap this one up, I guess, any other thoughts you had on the cattle market, Vince, that you'd like to share?
Not a lot. I think again, the demand is there, at least domestically, short term from the Packer. We did see some numbers out on Thursday that saw steer weights up 3 pounds from the previous week and heifer weights down 3. And you got to believe that's maybe what weakened up that market on Thursday, even after higher cash in there. But just kind of sense like somebody knew what a number was and they start selling off on Thursday and finished it on Friday. So again, we may have a lot of this built in. As Andrew noted, if you get a couple $2 or $3 pullback quick in the day, I'm guessing you're going to try to find some buyers. Whether they will stay that way all day, I don't know, but I would not be surprised if they did.
Any last words of wisdom there, Andrew?
No, I think we covered it. It's not a huge thing right now. I did talk to a customer earlier today on Friday here, and he was talking about that he did a road trip just to some of the different parts of cattle country, especially down in the Kansas area. And he made the comment to me on the phone that there's not a whole lot of feed out there, especially when it comes to like some hay. So if we don't get some moisture coming forward here in the near future, that could start becoming a conversation again, is do we have the feed out there to keep this cattle crop going? Otherwise, are we going to be liquidating the herd even more than we should be right now just because of the lack of feed? Again, I don't think that's something we worry about today, but it's definitely something we keep in the back of our minds here.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's going to do it for this episode. If we could be of any further assistance to you, give us a call at Farmers Trading Co. Our number is 605-996-6500 or check out our website, farmerstradingco.com for more information. Thank you.